Hello, everyone. Greetings to you. Oh, I've got some reverb on. I've got to switch that off. Hang on a second. How are you all? I hope there was no buffering there because, as you see, I've got a new introduction which is not animated in any way. It's much simpler. So if it buffered, then what can I do? Hello. How are you all doing? It's a much more gentle, normal kind of summer day here in Britain, in this part of Britain. A little bit cooler. It's been a really lovely day actually today. We actually still need a lot of rain though. This is still drought conditions in as much as the temperatures come down, but we haven't had enough rain. I'm sure that's true of many places in the world, and some places I know have been having too much sudden rain. So yeah, it's a very confusing time. Anyway, everyone, let's just check in with people here and see how everyone is doing. I notice there's um, a lot of people saying hi here. We've got oh, that's suddenly gone. Hang on, let me just change that, everyone. Sorry, that should not be black. That should be white. Did that work? Isn't that amazing that I can do that on on the fly? I actually knew what I was doing. Annabella 9663, who just disappeared there. What a great start. Ciao, Clark. Very happy to be here again with you and all. Very happy to see you, Annabella. Thank you for joining us. Claire is saying hi, Clark. Hi, everyone. Hope you're well. Really looking forward to this today. Such a beautiful song. I'm glad you think so because, of course, for a lot of you, this is a new song. Not for everyone, but for many of you. Ferdous, hello. Hello, Clark. Hello, Ferdous. How are you doing? And Zena is saying, hi, Clark. Looking forward to this journey. Song's great. I'm glad. I am too. Fatima is saying, hi, everyone. I wired up on too much caffeine here in DC. How are you all? Love you, Clark. I know you're watching. I was actually, Fatima, but when I watch, I'm kind of doing last minute preparation. So, yeah, well, I've got my caffeine too. Sania, hello, everyone. Privet, bonjour, hola. That's wonderful to hear, Sania. I wanted to ask you, Sania, in your language, can you quickly let me know what welcome is? I don't know if I put it there at the beginning. I'm going to alternate the introduction so that there are different welcomes in different languages. It's not just going to be those ones. So hopefully everyone gets acknowledged in some way. Marcia, hi everyone. Greetings from Bussum in Holland. Goedemiddag, Marcia. Hope you're keeping well. Lisa is saying, hello, Clark. Hello, Lisa. How you doing? Neil, hello everyone. It's great to be back on here again. Neil, who runs the Journey Songs community Facebook page. How you doing, Neil? It was the community's 1 year anniversary a few days ago, actually. So if you're not a member on Facebook, Journey Songs community, that's the one to join. Really good, and I pop in there now and again. Antonia, goedemiddag Clark. Ik heb nu een eigen fangroep gemaakt en ben lid geworden van Massive van JSJ. Fijne avond. Dankjewel Antonia. I got the gist of that, which it sounds like you've got a new fan group. Very interesting. Or have you become a member of the JSJ Massive? I'm not quite sure. I'll come back to that in a bit. Emma, hi Clark, happy first birthday to the Journey Song Facebook. Yes, exactly. Well done, Emma. Quite right. Looking forward to seeing you today, and here I am. Good to see you, Emma. Ezria is saying, hello Clark. Hello everyone. Greetings from Penang. Ezria, did I get the greeting right, the welcome right in your language? Can you let me know? I'm very happy for you to let me know what welcome is in your language, okay? Because as we go through, it kind of maybe do it towards the end so I know where everything is. That would be really helpful. Lucretia, hi all. Hi Clark. Hi Lucretia. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. Lottie, hi. Hello Lottie. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope the music's going well. And we got Setsuko. Sania is, obviously you're saying hello there. Who else have we got? Halle from Scotland. Hi everyone from splendid Scotland. Hello Halle. I'm sure Scotland is splendid right now. Don't know what kind of weather you have. Hope to get up there soon. Rosillo, hello Clark and everyone. Enjoy the show. Rosillo, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You'll notice I couldn't do welcomes in every language, everyone. So I kind of approximated. I'll get more specific soon. Um, Isabel, hello everyone. Hello to you, Isabel. If I haven't said that already, no, I haven't. Hello, Isabel. Bob, morning everyone. Good morning to you, Bob. Of course, morning where you are. Evening here. Hope you had a good night's sleep. Hope you had a nice breakfast. I didn't sleep so well, so if I look slightly tired, it's just one of those things. I don't know why. And what have we got here? Who have we got here? Anleeb. Hi, Clark. How are you? I'm very well, Anleeb. Thank you. It's raining here. I'm sure it is, Anleeb, from what I've heard. Yes, a lot of rain you've been having. Um, we need some of that rain. Can we do an exchange? Maybe half and half? You keep 50%, we have 50%. If only it were that easy. Anyway, I hope you're keeping well, Anleeb. And who else have we got here? Uh, Guido. Um, did I say that right, Guido? Usually that's how it's pronounced, I think. Everyone greets Clark, but he will only be here in 4 minutes. That's great. You said that earlier on. Sorry, Guido. That was an introductory message to everyone. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. And Josh. Good morning, afternoon, Clark. Great to see you again. This is Josh in Scarborough, Maine. Josh, how are you keeping? Hope your music is going well. And Sarah Ann is saying, hi everyone, greetings from Portchester on the south coast of England. It must be a nice day there, I should imagine, Sarah. Lovely. Samantha is saying, hello Sam. Hi Clark, hope you had a good week. Really looking forward to this beautiful song today. Hoping my signal doesn't cut out as in North Wales in Anglesey. Lottie and I are listening separately today as she has been doing her volunteering work this week at the Hedgehog Rescue back home. Fantastic thing to be doing. Well done, Lottie. The hedgehogs need all the help they can get, don't they? A declining species in Britain. And Samantha, Sam, hope you're having a good time in Anglesey. Beautiful part of the world. And we've got all of these. Yes, Setsuko is letting me know of all the hellos as well. Annie. Hiya, Clark and everyone. I'm currently getting my classroom ready for next term, so you're a welcome distraction. I'm sure that's quite a lot of work, actually, Annie. Thanks for joining us, because it sounds like a busy time. Nice to see you again. And Evelyn. Hi, Clark. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I had to drive a long way south here in Denmark yesterday, so I listened to your music all the way, and it became a wonderful trip. Thank you. That's fantastic, Evelyn. You know what? I nearly put welcome in Danish, and I thought, I'm not sure how many people from Denmark are going to be here this time, so I'll do it next week. So nice that you've joined us, Evelyn. Wonderful. I could go on. I'm just going to do a couple more, then we've got to get started, everyone. Susanna, hi Clark, hi everyone. Greetings from La Coruña, Spain. Glad to be here sharing with you another Journey song. Hola, Susanna. How you doing? Buenas tardes. And we'll do one more for the road. Sue. Hi Clark and everyone. I'm in Essex today. Just made it in time for this. Jenny says hi to you, Clark. Oh, cool. Sue, thank you very much. Hello to you, Jenny. How you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Okay, and a very quick one we've got here. Roger. Hello, Clark. Saying hi from Bideford, North Devon. How are you today? Roger, I'm doing well. Thank you. Apart from a slight lack of sleep, I am doing very well. It's cooler. I'm happy with that. And Lax, incredibly excited to be here today, Clark. You know why. Lax, you know the song Forever from the Tomorrow album. And we've talked about that, and I'm so pleased that it's a favourite of yours, Lax. Fantastic. So, okay, everyone, I'm going to zoom on. I know there's more of you who've said hello, so I will try and come back to you, Miho. Hiya, Miho. And Julie. Hello, Julie. I hope you're all safe and well on this Sunday. Big hugs to you and Mike, love always. Thank you very much, Julie. I appreciate that. And very quickly, Vanessa. Hi, Clark. Hi, everyone. In the car on my way home to catch this live stream, celebrating my wedding anniversary today. So the song is especially special. That's wonderful. Happy anniversary, Vanessa. What an amazing timing, actually, to be doing this song. That's good. Wonderful. I'm really happy to hear that. Okay. I have to slow down. Oh, here we go. Tuesday it is. Hi Clark, Lee and Sue here. Happy Sunday. Hello Lee, hello Sue. How are you keeping? Tuesday it is, two wonderful ladies who have interviewed me at different moments in the past and keeping the flame alive of 80s music, which of course this isn't now. We're dealing with end of the 90s into the 2000s, but it all started with me back then. So wonderful that you've joined us. Thank you, Lee, and thank you, Sue. It was good to see you the other day, by the way. Okay, everyone, I'm going to have to zoom on, because what will happen is I will talk myself out of being able to sing. I've told you that before. Good to see so many people here. I mean, there's a lot of you here. Fantastic. So I'm kind of zooming through here very quickly. I want to say hello to everyone. I'm so sorry that I'm not. But I will say, Pete, hiya, Clark. Never heard Forever before, but absolutely love it. You're one of this country's finest songwriters. Pete, that is really kind of you. Thank you very much. I'm glad, when you haven't heard a song before and it immediately affects you, that's a good sign. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Anton, hello to everyone. Too much buffering, unfortunately. I don't know what to do about it. I really don't know what's going on now. Is it something to do with my internet? Possibly. I have to really look into this because it's a much smaller file and it's a introduction with far less motion in it, which apparently one of you actually suggested to me that could be an issue, someone who's got some expertise in this. So anyway, sorry about that, everyone. See what I can do. Okay, let's zoom on and obligatorily, no such word, Journey Songs 1, of course, is still available at musicglue.com/Clark Datchler. An epic album, which for those of you who have it, I hope you agree, and to be followed next year I'm hoping the first quarter of next year, by Journey Songs 2. And this really, although I've done several songs from Journey Songs 2 already, Tomorrow, Nothing Left to Lose, The Road Not Taken. Now I've kind of finished with the festival season. I'm now going to focus on every 2 weeks, and we're going to really get into what Journey Songs 2 is all about. So that's why I wanted to start with Forever. There'll still be the odd Johnny Hates Jazz track in there, by the way. There's still a few I haven't done. But we're really going to focus on this now, because I'm going to be preparing this album for release, like I said, I think beginning of next year now. And there's quite a bit to do. 33, 32 tracks, and they're all going to be remastered, and some tinkering needs doing on them. Nothing drastic, but it's been a while since I've looked at these tracks, and that's what I need to do. So here we go. Journey Songs 2. Journey Songs 1, everyone, spanned a 5-year period of time. Journey Songs 2 spans probably more than 10 years. So it's a very different journey, and I was in a very different phase of my life. Journey Songs 1, post Johnny Hates Jazz, going through the fallout of all that, and I've mentioned it before that, if I was going to subtitle that album, I would have called it Autumn Years, because in some ways it was a very challenging time in my life to come out of Johnny Hates Jazz and the change and into the 90s and how the music scene changed, and I've explained that before. The rejection of 80s artists, or a lot of them, most of them. And now I was into the mid-90s with Journey Songs 2, into the 2005, 2006. Actually 2006, excuse me. Because Tomorrow came out in 2007, the final version of it. So it's about 10 years, and I was well beyond Johnny Hates Jazz. I had accepted that the 90s was what it was, and things were going to, go the way they were going to go. So I just decided I wanted to do what was important to me. And I had a very drastic change of life, as you can probably see from the photograph there. I liked having my hair that length. It was cool length. And I very much connected with the land. That was really the being that healed me from the experience I had of leaving this extremely successful band and all of the challenges that came with that. And I really had to ask myself, well, if the world doesn't want to know about me right now, I need to find out really who I am. Who do I want to be in this coming time? I don't need to be anyone for anyone else. I can just be me for me. and make the music that I want to make in the hope that it will resonate with people at one point in the future, which I think we've arrived at that point. And so I went out to the land for a sense of peace and healing and self-discovery. So that picture there is not really staged. That I went up to that hill many times. That's Salisbury Hill, by the way. The hill that Peter Gabriel wrote in the song Salisbury Hill, because it was just a short ways away from his studio Real World and from where I lived in Bath. So I spent a lot of time on the land, and interestingly, I think it was Moya, I haven't greeted you yet, Moya, sorry if you're here, who said in a comment that Forever has, of course, a sense of traditional Irish music about it in the presence of the Irish whistle. We'll get to that in a minute. The Irish whistle, for those of you who don't know, is kind of a flute-like instrument, but it's made of metal and has an amazing sound. And you have different whistles for different keys. So a whistle player invariably carries a lot of whistles around with them. It's not a whistle like that, not that kind of whistle. It's a strange word actually for something that is essentially a kind of flute. And the reason that that instrument is there was that was part of my search of how I could choose instruments that spoke of the land they came from as a way to communicate my message through this music that I was creating. And the message really was, as much as I was seeking salvation in spending time in the wild places of Earth and especially Britain, I was also seeing how challenged it was, as we all were and all especially are now. And so I had a very strong environmental message in many of the songs, and I think a philosophical and spiritual message predominantly throughout, of which Forever is one of them. And I chose those instruments very carefully. They needed to touch me, and I love traditional Irish music. I love Celtic music, and could come from other parts of the Celtic world, but I love that sound, as well as other traditional indigenous music from other parts of the world. So yes, Forever is Irish whistle heavy. And we'll get to that in a minute. So let me have a cup of tea. Everyone, this is a good time to have some caffeine or whatever it is you've got. Oh, I've been talking a lot, haven't I? I've actually started to edit the previous episodes into a podcast form. As I said last week, that's going to be coming soon. And the more I talk, the more editing there is to do. I needed that. Okay. So let's look at the story of how I recorded this, because for many of you, the first time you're going to hear of Forever is now, and appearing on this album, Journey Songs 2. But if I was to subtitle Journey Songs 2, it would be called A Tale of Tomorrow. Because Tomorrow was the album that it appeared on, which came out in 2007. But actually, I recorded most of this track probably in 96, maybe even 95, 97 maybe, possibly. And this was done at Real World Studios, where I was based. This is Peter Gabriel's studio, still there to this day, a beautiful place, and that's where I base myself. And I've mentioned this before, but I worked on a lot of my recordings exclusively in this room, which is Peter's personal writing room. And at that point, no one else worked in there, only Peter. And I'd known Peter a little bit, and I think he was familiar with what I was wanting to do, so he gave me the opportunity to work in there when he was away, and that was really lovely. It's a great vibe in there. So that's where I started work on a group of songs, some of which became Tomorrow, and other songs are going to be also part of Journey Songs 2, songs that you have never heard. I mean, this is over an album's worth. It's 2 albums. So that's why there's 3 discs on there. There's Tomorrow, there's the other material I recorded in the late 90s at Real World, and then things I did before then, early days at Real World, which were in a kind of a band, which I'll explain more later. But as with Journey Songs 1, advertising it again, unintentionally, obviously, if you remember, it was J.R. Robinson, John Robinson, who was the main drummer on that album. Fantastic drummer, came from the band Rufus, of which Shaka Khan was a member, and played with, all the greats, Michael Jackson, etc. Fantastic drummer. On the Journey Songs 2 album, predominantly the drummer is equally as fantastic, and it's Phil Gould, the original drummer from Level 42. And Phil was a founder member, one of the main songwriters of Level 42, so very involved in all manner of things that brought the group to the fore, and then left after many years. And they, of course, as I well know, carried on without him. But Phil played on nearly every track on the Journey Songs 2 album, and he is an amazing drummer. He's up there with Jeff Porcaro. He's up there. In fact, he's Britain's Jeff Porcaro to me, and he's up there with John Robinson. Tremendous player, and I was very, very fortunate to befriend him in that time, and for him to work on the record with me. So now, the Irish whistle, the flute, really. James Mcnally. And James Mcnally was in a couple of bands, the Pogues, remember the Pogues? And the Afro-Celt sound system. Now, if any of you are into world music, especially that released on Real World Records, you will know Afro-Celt sound system. It's a fusion of grooves of the 90s and the 2000s with Celtic instruments and African instruments and other indigenous instruments thrown in. Not really song-based, it's more instrumental and very vibey, but James was a founder member. He's no longer with them. But there he is, an amazing multi-instrumentalist. And he played accordion on other songs on the album, which we'll get to. But there he is. And then on bass, Scott Firth. Now, Scott Firth, you will notice in that picture, has got a Public Image Limited t-shirt on him because he is in Public Image Limited. But when I knew him, he wasn't. He was a session player, and he'd played with Steve Winwood, Elvis Costello, Joan Armatrading, a lot of people, and is an amazing player as well. A radical player, and a great guitarist too. So he played bass, and I fondly remember Scott because he's such an able musician, and brought a lot to the songs he played on. And then on guitar, Neil Taylor, who appeared on Journey Songs 1. Here he is on Journey Songs 2, and I think he's a couple more places on the album. But just to remind you, Neil played guitar on the Tears for Fears records, the early Tears for Fears record songs from the Big Chair, and he also played with Morrissey, Tina Turner. Became well known for being Robbie Williams' guitarist, but for me it was his involvement with Tears for Fears that was, the most interesting. Great player. Now, let me kind of just stop here for a second. I know I'm going on a bit, but I should explain something that Forever didn't used to be called Forever. It had a different lyric, completely different lyric, and in some places a different melody. It was called Bathsheba. And there is a whole recording that I did at Real World of this song Bathsheba, which will be on Journey Songs 2 alongside Forever. And although they share a lot in terms of the actual recording, Bathsheba has some really interesting differences. I really like it as a track. I think you'll enjoy it. And Neil does the solo on that particular recording, whereas James Mcnally does the solo on the recording of Forever. So, a little bit of trivia there for you. So, let me go to my notes here because there's quite a lot I'm wanting to say here. Yes, so um, this is interesting because just to recap on in terms of how this was recorded, because I'm really giving you a basis of how Journey Songs 2 was recorded. I play keyboards, piano, but also bouzouki. There's one there, which I will be playing at some point on some of the episodes. Which is a guitar-sized mandolin, essentially. It's a little more, but there's a few differences, but incredible sounding instrument. I played the acoustic and the electric version, and it was mixed by Stephen W. Taylor, who'd mixed a lot of the, actually had mixed all of the Fishing for Souls album, so he's present on Journey Songs 1. And then the lyrics were rewritten by me and my co-producer and backing vocalist Shiana, who I'll tell you more about in a future episode. I've got a picture of her and other people involved in the album, which I can show you, but I haven't located them yet. So anyway, so we rewrote it for the album tomorrow. Okay, so let's just check in with everyone before we go any further. In fact, let me have a cup of tea, see how we're all doing. Okay. Now, let's kind of go a little bit later on. I'm going to go right to the end. Marcia says, "Hi Clark, Forever is another beautiful song. Love your song, lyrics and your philosophy. Your songs are life lessons. Are you an inspiration for others? You're a really beautiful person." Thank you, Marcia. That's really kind of you. That's lovely. Okay. Interesting. I just have to check in here. Choose Aces are asking me, am I referencing Thomas Hardy? I'm not, but that's a great guess, both of you, because you are thinking of Bathsheba of Far from the Madding Crowd. Well read, both of you. No, it's not. It's Bathsheba. But it would be like me to be inspired by a great writer or poet and include that in my work. So that was a really good guess. But it's made me want to refresh my memory of Bathsheba. So I will do that. Thank you. Who have we not heard from here? Alice. Hi everyone. Happy bank holiday for the UK hugs. Thank you, Alice. You know it's a bank holiday, confusing kind of holiday, but they happen every now and again. Thank you very much, Alice. John Vivona. Hi. Hello, Clark from Kansas City, Missouri. Love the insight into Journey songs. Great, John. Thank you for joining us. Lovely that you could. And Carl is saying, "Hey, Clark." Hello, Carly. How you doing? Neil is saying about Far from the Madding Crowd. Great book. Indeed it is. Nice one. That was really good. Thank you for suggesting that. Let me just go back to see who else we've got here in case I haven't said hello to anyone. Jill Marie, I don't know if I said hello to you or not. I'm at an outdoor gig but watching also. Who are you seeing? Who is in competition with Journey Songs, I demand to know. Great that you're able to do that, Jill Marie. Excellent. I'm just zooming through here. I want to make sure I've covered everyone. Zena, have I said hello to you? I think I have. Great studio. Thanks a lot. Yeah. It's a lot of history in here. Okay, where are we? Sally Ann is saying Costa Coffee for you. Good choice. Yeah, I'm down with that. Sherry is saying, "Hi Clark, it's Sherry from the States. I'm listening." Hello Sherry. Yes, you sent me a message you were going to be listening. Cool. I'm glad you made it. Fantastic. Moya. There you are, Moya. Hi Clark. Yes, that was me. We also call it a tin whistle here in Ireland. Yes, exactly, Moya. It's a tin whistle is of course true for how it originated, that it would have been made of tin, but obviously things have changed, and I just think it's such a haunting instrument that it deserves a kind of a fancier title. But you know what it is, a whistle, isn't it? That's what we call it. Thanks, Moya. Where are we? Just making sure. Marek. Veronica, Ricky, Woo. Hello, Veronica. Marek is saying hello. Well, hello to you, Marek. I'm glad you will say hello to each other. I think it's wonderful. Um, I'm still Fabio. Turn Back the Clock is a magic song. Thanks, Clark. That's wonderful. Fabio, that's a really interesting song to choose because it has relevance to forever. I was noting that earlier. In fact, I hashtags Turn Back the Clock um, when I put up the video, with just the music of forever on some of the social media sites. So yeah, good one. Julie is saying good morning. Good morning, Julie. You look wrapped up there. Um, Jan or Yan, hi from Ohio. Hi to you. And Alan Wong, hello from Hong Kong. My daughter's studying in London and we love your songs very much. Cheers. You're very welcome, Alan. That's great to hear from you. Thank you for joining us. Steve, hi Clark, brilliant to catch up with you again. Been a busy summer, hasn't it, for a lot of us? Amazing. And that's a good thing. But I'm looking for, you know what? I'm an autumn kind of person. I'm a spring and autumn kind of person. And I can sense autumn just beginning to reach out and touch us, and I love it. I love it. Oh, Lucretia is saying hi. Please say hi to my daughter Lily, who is here. Hello, Lily. How are you? Good that you joined us. I hope you're enjoying this, Lily. I know I talk a lot, but that's not going to change. Paul. Hi, Clark from sunny Aberdeen, just in from the seafront. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds really nice, Paul. I bet it's nice and fresh and bracing. I don't know, but you have sunny weather up there, so great. Nice to see you. Howard's saying it's going to be a fascinating ongoing journey on Journey Songs. Thank you, Howard. I think it is. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a story here. And very quickly, Lottie is saying, because she looks after hedgehogs, rescuing them. Hedgehogs are on the vulnerable to endangered list, unfortunately. Leaving cat food and water out is always good for them. I heard about that, Lottie, and I feed foxes in my garden, as you know. I did last night. And my favourite fox, in the sense of the one that has the strongest relationship with me, disappeared for many months and reappeared last night. I think the mother or father of all the young ones that are in the garden as well. And this fox is so special, engages with me so directly, doesn't run away, curls up in the middle of the garden as I come out with food and just waits. Wonderful being, wise being. But Lottie, in answer to that, I'm not quite sure of the relationship between foxes and hedgehogs. I know badgers and hedgehogs are a difficult one. But the foxes will eat the hedgehog food. But if I can find a place where I can leave it so that the foxes won't get it, I will do that. Okay, I'm going to... it's very quickly, Andy. Thank you for these beautiful sessions. They make my afternoon. Andy, you're very welcome. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you on the mend, Andy? If you are who I think you are, Andy, sorry, because maybe there are other Andy Reynolds out there. Anyway, and Larissa is saying, hello, Clark, and everyone, I miss you. How are you? I'm happy to see you. Very excited to hear you sing today. I love this song. A beautiful and excellent week to you. Thank you, Larissa. Thank you very much. These are wonderful messages, and I'm sorry I haven't said hello to everyone. I literally can't. So I'm going to zoom on. Okay, I'll try and come back to people later on, all right? Okay, so what I thought I'd do is I'm going to tell the story of Forever by going through the lyrics with some lovely images I found. And I'm going to be doing that more, I think, but I just wanted to start by saying this, that no matter how much we may love someone, no matter how much we want to spend the rest of our lives with them, none of us know how much time we have. That's just the fact of existence. And everything and everyone is finite. We all have a beginning and we all have an end. So Forever is a wistful, yearning kind of song, because it's a feeling that I think a lot of us feel at different moments in our life when we just think, I just want this moment to last. And in a relationship, which is what Forever is about, I want this relationship to last forever. And it wasn't about anyone in particular. It was just really a way to, through a love song, explore the concept of what eternity is. Because obviously, I'm of the opinion that existence doesn't end with death, but the physical existence certainly does. Do we come back and have other physical existences? I think so. Not everyone does, and they're absolutely entitled to that view. I may be wrong, but I think that I think what's interesting with Forever, and I touch on this in the song, is that there's a growing resistance in our culture globally to the passing of time and to getting older. And that leads to an obsession now, I think, especially on social media, with looking younger. And I want to say that there's nothing wrong with wanting to look younger. I'm not speaking from a moralistic point of view. But I think you'll agree that someone recently put it, the glorification of youth. I read that online, and I think that's a very appropriate way of saying it, because to be young or to appear young is to automatically be assigned importance. And it does make you wonder, how many older people do you see being celebrated by the media? I mean, there are some, but by comparison, I would say very few now. And obviously some people go through measures, they use filters on social media. I've done that a little bit occasionally. And again, I'm not putting it down, or using other means to create an appearance of youth. All of these things are fine, and I think can be invigorating. But if they dominate society as they do today, then we are ignoring a sense of beauty and wisdom that can only come with time and age. So, I touch on this in the song. I thought I would just predicate what I'm about to say by saying that I think we have gone way too far down this path of an obsession with youthfulness. Not that it's wrong, like I said, to want to look a bit younger or quite a bit younger. That's fine. Everyone should have the choice to do that. But I think society has made this such an all-encompassing need, when really there are other needs that we probably should be seeking out with greater urgency, the number one being wisdom. Okay. So here we go. Let me start with the songs. So, I know by the look that is in your deep blue eyes, shining into the depths of my psyche, my mind, that ours is a love that is destined to survive. How could I ever put you behind me? And when I look up at 1 billion stars, I get this feeling that the future's ours. And we say we'll always be. 'Cause if I could love you forever, I would. But time is moving fast. And who's to say just how long we are given? Does anybody know how long forever lasts? So, this is where I touch into this interesting thing about resistance to the passage of time. Some seek mirages of an eternal youth, but how can you stop the planet from turning? Yet when I lay beside you on a sleepless night, I wish I could live as long as the mountains. So I have that in me as well, that desire to be here as long as possible, forever if I could be, with my loved one and loved ones. So that's why I say no judgment, but let's have it in greater balance in how we are in society. Age is a beautiful thing as well. And when I look out into endless space, I know there's nothing that could ever take your place. And how we hope that will always be. Because if I could love you forever, I would. But time is moving fast. And who's to say just how long we are given? Does anybody know how long forever lasts? And then we come to this. I love this photograph. It's such a beautiful photograph I found this morning. So little time that we are here. I want to be there for you till the day I disappear. Because in my heart, you'll always be. And if I could love you forever, I would. But time is moving fast. And who's to say just how long we are given? Does anybody know how long forever lasts? So, there we go. I think the words are self-explanatory. It's, like I said, we all want life to go on, of course, and we all want to be there with the people that we love, and we want to continue to experience that. But we have to acknowledge that we have a limited time, and let's make it precious. Let's celebrate it, because it does go by very quickly. And it's, for all its ups and downs, it's pure magic that we're here at all. A miracle. Okay, tea. I have a question for you all before I just say one last hello to everyone, and then I'm going to sing the song. I was going to perform this with the backing track as well. I was going to play live and sing live, but have the backing track for you to hear as well. So it wouldn't be acoustic, or at least elements of the backing track. And I wondered, do you like the idea of that? Would you like this to be a little less acoustic in future, or do you like the acoustic interpretations? Because they're really different from the recordings, of course. I'm really open, because I did try it and it sounded good, but I'd like your opinion on that. Let me know, okay? Thank you. All right, let's just touch in with everyone. Okay. Oh, well, Rail's back. Always the beautiful rhyme of the lyrics makes this song unforgettable, and you always want to dance. Great, thank you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That is a big part of music, isn't it? That desire to move. And Roz is saying mixture, please. Oh, cool, Roz. Nice one. I like that. Julie's saying I love acoustic. Lucretia's saying do both. Okay. Both sounds good. So you mean perform with elements? Is that what you're thinking? Just elements of the backing track? Okay. A lot of this is interesting. Hallis saying acoustic, please. I see. It's difficult, this, isn't it? Sam's saying I love both. Okay. Let me see what Matt is saying. I'm so happy that there are people like you in our world that exist, Clark. You have a very wise and beautiful soul. Thank you for trying to show the people of our world how beautiful this world can be and is. Thank you, Matt. That's beautiful. I think I'm just doing what a lot of people feel. I'm expressing what a lot of people feel. I think anyway. Anton is saying, sorry Anton, where are you? Would be great to hear another song with backing tracks. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens, shall we? But Vanessa is saying, honestly, prefer the acoustic version. Okay. Larissa is saying, I'm 24 years old and I love old songs. How interesting, Larissa. Yeah, I was like you. I was like you. I preferred music that had been made before my years. I used to listen to Nat King Cole and Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra, and then of course, you know, the early Beatles and the Who and early Stevie Wonder. So I was like that too. It's interesting that, isn't it? Old souls possibly, maybe. Lax is saying, yes, less acoustic please, more backing tracks. I'm getting real mixed messages. We'll have to do a bit of both, I think. Okay, thank you. Let me just say, I noticed that Fatima wrote actually quite a long message. It's not just about youthfulness in one's appearance, but there's this obsession with once you reach a certain age, you can no longer start new things or change the course of your life because you're no longer young. Precisely. The media glorifies youth as its face of pop culture, including desirability, and it's just sad. In reality, when you are young, you're naive and incredibly foolhardy. There's nothing sexy about that, but it sells products. Fatima, very, very wise words. And I 100% agree with you. That's what this is all about. It's about selling stuff, which is actually, I have a great anger about how important advertising has become in the world. It's fine that there's advertising, but it's just become the message side of it has become very unhealthy, I think. So anyway, if you work in advertising, I'm not anti you at all, but I think it's just become too all-encompassing and too targeted, especially regarding age groups. So well said, Fatima. Very good. And you know what? Here I am at the age I am, 58, and I'm not stopping. I'm starting this whole new chapter called Journey Songs. It looks like the TV show The Listening Room is going to go into production. There's a lot of things happening. The charity record for Ukraine, Shadow Dreams for Ukraine, is coming out next month. I'm not stopping. Why should any of us? Why should we be held back just because of a number that's assigned to us? I love the fact that I'm older. I love the fact that I'm wiser because I'm a darn sight smarter than I used to be, let me tell you. Okay, everyone. Thank you, Fatima. You gave me a chance to get that off my chest. Okay, so I'm going to read all your other messages at the end because you're commenting on acoustic versus backing track. So I think very quickly just say hello to Edmund, who's saying, "Hey Clark, sorry joining in so late. Better late than never. Cheers from Singapore." Hey Edmund, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And I noticed Roz says it's brilliant when you go through the layering and the build for us non-musos. Oh yeah, when I go through the tracks. I need to do that as well. Yeah, I will be doing that. And we'll do some specials where I just go through tracks as well. Okay, and David, who has just appeared. David, hi. Acoustic is way better. Okay, this is getting really weighted, isn't it? I think what I'm going to do... and John is also saying acoustic because we may not get to hear them otherwise, but I love both. John, that is true. This is the environment where you get to hear a one-off performance. It will never be the same again, even if I do it acoustically again on a Journey Songs tour, which may or may not happen one day. And Antonia is saying, eat a biscuit. Anders wurde gesagt. I do, you know what, I've only got two there because I'm being careful not to overdo it. Okay, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. I really appreciate that. I'm going to get on with the song because I've made this a bit long. So let's go. Another cup of tea. You doing okay, everyone? This has been quite a wordy one. Okay, so I hope you're doing cool. Okay, I have to get my voice ready for this. As with a lot of songs that I do on Journey Songs, though not all, I haven't played Forever for many years. So this was really a case of getting to know the song all over again. Although interestingly, on the Tomorrow album, Forever's a song I tend to listen to quite a lot. I really like this track. Okay. So, as you can see, I've got the I've got the special angle all ready for you. I need some water, I think, actually. Hang on. Talk. That's me, isn't it? Okay. I know by the look that is in your deep blue eyes, shining into the depths of my psyche, that ours is a love that is destined to survive. How could I ever put you behind me. And when I look up at a billion stars, I get this feeling that the future's ours. And we say we'll always be, 'cause if I could love you forever I would. But time is moving fast, and who's to say just how long we are given? Does anybody know how long forever lasts? Yeah. Some seek mirages of an eternal youth, but how can you stop the planet from turning? Yet when I lay beside you on a sleepless night, I wish I could live as long as the mountains. And when I look out into endless space, I know there's nothing that could ever take your place. And how we hope that we'll always be, 'cause if I could love you forever I would. But time is moving fast, and who's to say just how long we are given? Can anybody know how long forever lasts? Yeah, yeah. So little time that we are here. I wanna be there for you till the day I disappear. 'Cause in my heart you'll always be, 'cause if I could love you forever I would. But time is moving fast, and who's to say just how long we are given? Can anybody know how long forever lasts? Oh, does anybody know? 'Cause time is moving fast, and time is moving fast. Yeah. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Does anybody know how long forever lasts? Forever lasts. There you go. It's a question. How long have we got? So, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. I lost my way a little bit in the middle. I told you I hadn't played it for a while. I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. And yeah, it's like I said just at the beginning, I will take on board everyone's comments about to do this acoustically or not. I think we'll try experiment a bit, okay? Everyone, thank you so much. I'm getting some lovely messages here. Sharon is saying, let me just find you, Sharon. Where are you? Beautiful song, Clark. Just tuned in for 10 minutes whilst I'm on a quick break at work. We'll catch up on the rest later. Sharon, great. Thank you so much. Lottie's saying, that was so amazing. Thank you, Lottie. High praise indeed. Thank you. What have we got here? We've got a lot of people commenting here. Bravo, Clark. Fantastic performance. Thank you very much, Susanna. We've got Steve is saying, awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you, Steve. And Miho is saying, your voice is always beautiful and powerful. Thank you very much. I'm glad. And Setsuko is saying, amazing lecture again. There's going to be one every week. I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. I really do, and I hope it resonated with you. Everyone, Laura's saying, "Wow, beautiful song." Oops, sorry. Bob is saying, sing harmony with you. Oh, cool, Bob. I would like to have heard that. Laura, wow, beautiful song with powerful lyrics. Um, Wonderful. And actually, Edmund is saying, thanks, Clark. I'll dedicate the song to my Ross Heitzman, who recently passed on. He was my professor at Purdue University. Oh, that's beautiful. You dedicate that, Edmund. That's a lovely thing to do and very touching. Hey. Um, Myra's saying, great performance as always. Thank you. I'm glad. Steve is saying, great as always. Thank you. Lax is saying, oh, what a stunning performance. Your best so far, Clark. Mind-bending in the song. James's Irish whistle is haunting. Phil's drums has so much feel to them. David's and Neil's guitars are warm and persuasive. And Shiana's vocals are just wow. What a magical team of musicians you've assembled for tomorrow. Forever is a song that will live inside me forever. I offer you my tears of joy. Thank you, Lax. That's wonderful. Well, you've waited a long time to hear this, so I'm so glad you enjoyed that. And Fiona is saying, love it. Any chance you will come to Ireland? Love you from the 80s. Fiona, we were there a few weeks ago at the Forever Young Festival and Johnny Hates Jazz um, in the Republic. We're going to be in Belfast. I know not the same, but we're going to be in Belfast on October the 7th at 80s Classical. Us, a few other artists with a great big orchestra in Belfast SSE Arena. If you can make it, it'd be well worth it. And Saba is saying piano and voice lovely. Hey Saba, thank you so much, and thanks for your message. And very quickly, this is lovely. Grazia is saying masterpiece, Clark. Thank you, Grazia. Muchas gracias. Okay, everyone, I gotta go. It's time. Okay, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I will let you know what the song's going to be and probably more news and everything. So thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you being part of this, and have a good couple of weeks, yeah? And yeah, stay safe. See you soon. Take care. Adios.